Welcome to another Wednesday Night Live. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Kia.
Man, the one and only one babe of my life. And tonight we're gonna be talking about the importance of the importance of your circle while having a healthy relationship. I need to practice on these long titles. you know. So anyway, these health relationships often have stress factors. You know, to maintain a healthy relationship, is always have a lot of outside forces pushing on it. Now, sometimes it makes cracks, but these forces as well can strengthen relationship. And a lot of this does with your social circle, who you're around, who who's influencing, who's watching you, who's communicating with you. So a lot of this is an important factor. So this is how we're going to discuss tonight. How is the people around you, how is it affecting your healthy relationship? There's positives and there's negatives. And right now we're going to discuss them. Let's get at it. Anything you want to say right now, babe?
Yeah, so my thought on this is you have to have other healthy relationships around you. Even if the person is single, that's a relationship with yourself, right? So when when you're interacting with other people and you're in a healthy relationship, you have to be careful to ensure that what you have around you is healthy like you are. Because if you allow people that are in unhealthy relationships, toxic relationships, they're doing things that you don't do in your relationship, that can spill over and affect your healthy relationship. So you have to be selective about the quality of people that you have around you, because you don't want that to interfere with your relationship. And so it's like, whether they're in a relationship or whether they're single, because you can have toxic single people around you. And those are the people you're in a relationship and it's healthy. They're single, but they're toxic. They're negative. They don't see the good in relationships. They don't believe in love. Like, I'm in a healthy relationship. Why do I want to be friends with someone who's speaking negatively about relationships? That doesn't, I mean, we're not on the same page. I want to have friendships with people and relationships with people who see things positively like me. So I'm in a positive, healthy relationship. Why do I want a negative, toxic friend? I want other positive people. I want the single people that are around and saying, I believe in love. I believe that I can get what I want in a relationship. I believe that I can be in a healthy, loving, reciprocal relationship. I want to be around people that speak like that, because I don't want to introduce the negativity into my relationship. Like, y'all always fighting physically and arguing and bringing drama. And then I'm like, hold on, we good over here, but y'all got too much going on. And so how does it spill over? Because let's say I come home and I say, oh, babe, don't you know such and such is going on? And I had to, talk through it with somebody, or that can sometimes spill over into other relationships. So you don't recognize it as that at the time. You just feel like, oh, maybe I'm giving a friend advice. But if it's constant, if it's over and over and over, it affects not only your individual peace, but your mate's peace. And sometimes these things can happen in front of you all. Sometimes it can go to one or other of the other partner, or it can go to both of you all. So now both of you all are dealing with listening to these stories. So how can those things be helpful when you're in a healthy relationship? Have you
Let me
ever
ask you
been
something.
around somebody that, you're in a healthy relationship, but they're like, I don't believe in love, and love is horrible, and all men are this, and all women are this. Like, have you ever been
So
around that?
Yeah, I've been around that, but I often tell you, or you, as you often tell me, I ain't gonna say I tell you, that'd be a lie. I look at things through a rose-colored lens. I see a lot of bright in the dark.
Hmm.
So I want to ask you, what are some things that you look for, or that you should be aware of that people around you, not the ones that are the positive influences? What's some of the key factors besides saying all men ain't this or all women ain't that or I don't believe in love? What's some other little key factors like say, okay, this may not be the person or people I need to be around? Can you kind of give me an example of something maybe what to look for?
Also, the energy in which the news is coming. Like, if the energy is also toxic, like you feel the energy of all the things that they're saying, that's another sign. Sometimes people can be like in a space where they're trying to heal, or so they might say it like this, and I don't think I'm gonna get no good relationship, or I don't think it's any good men, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then you have the person that's like, man, I wish I would, man, f these. It's That's an energy, right? That's an energy.
It's a whole vibe.
Yeah, and if you keep bringing that type of energy and that, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I wanna address a comment here Rick has. He says you have to hang around like-minded individuals, like people who are where you're trying to get to or growing together. I'm a lion, but if I hang with mice or less, then I have or want, I develop or take on their mentality. Can we just talk about this, babe?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
be, you have to really care about the people that you spend time with. That has to be
and
important because, go ahead.
no, and I was saying because one of the problems I know I run into that is um I don't say it's exclusive to me, but is part of my character is not not being able to cut those people out. You there's always wants to be the positive influence, but sometimes you can't help everybody, or you can't be the influence everybody, and knowing when to, as the famous words of somebody else, know when to release these people and 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 be good with it. And
Hmm.
that's what I would struggle with
Yeah.
because what's more important, my relationship or my friendship? Is this friendship how's this friendship affecting my relationship? And trying to how can I balance that? And that's where I was struggle. That's where I struggle at.
Hmm.
Is this really bad? Or I'm just thinking it's bad? Well, I know this is bad, but it's not that bad. It can affect my relationship.
Yeah.
So I think that's a struggle that I know I'm not exclusive in. I know other people probably have that issue. They always want to see the bright side, but we deep down we know we can't. Not everybody is meant to be in everybody's circle.
Right. But I think
Um,
also, whether, I want to say this after what you said. For me, it's not whether or not you will affect my relationship or not. Because if you affect me, then you're gonna affect my relationship. So
mhm.
so it doesn't matter if I feel like it affects my relationship. If it affects me, it's going to spill over. And I'm gonna eliminate just based on that. It doesn't have to be where, oh well, both of us aren't affected by this. I'm the only one affected by it. So I'm just gonna take it and deal with it. I'm gonna deal with the toxicity and the negativity and all of that. But, like, no, I'm not doing it if it affects me or me and you. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. And that makes sense. I didn't think of it that way. That makes a lot of sense because in a healthy relationship, the one affects the two all
Right.
day. If one's not right, two is not good.
Hmm.
You know. But
So
let's talk
wait,
about.
because we got a question.
Go
Janelle
ahead.
says, devil's advocate. What if your friend right? What you mean right? Right about
That men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. Right about what? I can't see none of the comments.
You can't see the comment?
No, none of my I just see who comes on, and I just it doesn't show me any comments. Oh, now Smiley face came up.
I keep seeing like different stuff pop up. I don't know. Facebook kind of doing some stuff.
Yeah, they be on that dumb stuff sometime.
What you speak is what you're doing. Okay. So if those two things line up, then I know that you know you are about your word. And so I'm paying attention to that. Consistency. And whether or not you're coming to me and talking about other couples or other people, or like if you're doing that, then I know that you're not on the positive side. But on the positive side, if you're speaking positively about other couples, positively about friends that you have that are single, positive about, so that tells me, okay, this is a person that I can hang out with, because this person isn't like dogging other couples out and other people. This person is like giving praise to other couples. This person is giving praise to single friends they have. So that tells me, okay, you're a positive person. We can hang.
Okay. One of the things that you always tell me, babe, about when you were single,
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of people don't do, and they don't realize, being a third wheel, because you're a positive person,
Mm-hmm.
and you will hang around positive couples.
Yep.
And one thing
Yep.
you said to me when we was at the early in our friendship and dating was like, I ain't care. I ain't mind being the third wheel in there when they were on the outing with a couple.
Mm-hmm.
It was fine with me, And to me, that is a positive thing, a self-confidence thing, because you're able to see how things can work, how a couple can coexist, and
Yeah.
seek the positive of how relationships can happen, instead of focusing on they always arguing, or why
Yeah.
am I alone? You look at that's one of the things that I was impressed with you, that you looked at the positive side. It was like, it wasn't a third wheel. He was like, no, I'm just a person hanging with two other people,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna have a good
Yeah.
time.
That's a good
You know,
point, babe. I'm glad you brought that up, because I didn't even think about that when we decided this was going to be the topic. But that's a good point. If you're single, being okay enough and feel okay enough to be a third wheel positively, without being like, oh, here y'all go again kissing. Oh, here y'all go again being happy. Y'all too happy for me. Like, you have to pay attention to those things, because that's a person that isn't happy, and it's going to spill over and affect you. And you don't want those types of things to infect your relationship with them or in your relationship. You just that will cause an infection. So you don't want to have people around you again. If When I was a third wheel with people, I was observant. You understand? I was paying attention, because I was like, okay, these are some things that I love about their relationship, you know, and I would just admire that. And as I admire that, I can also say, I deserve that. I'll have that one day. I don't have to have hate in my heart because what's mine will be mine when it's supposed to be mine. And so when you adopt that, you don't have to have a feeling of inferiority or less than, or feel like now I got to be negative. I got to, be toxic about it. No, just be happy for other people and be positive so that other people will want you to be around. You can learn from those situations. I like
And
being around other healthy couples because it shows me, especially couples that have longevity, I'm always super interested in them. I always want to have couples around me that have longevity. Why? Because I'm constantly learning. So I ask stories about, well, how did you guys start? And, how did you guys continue this long? I want to know those positive stories. I don't want to be around people. Yeah, we just doing something for 30 years, can't stand each other. Why would I want to hang out with them? Like, no, I don't want to be. And those couples, they've been together so long, they can't stand to see each other coming.
sleep in separate rooms.
Yes. Those ain't the couples for me.
Married roommates. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But also I think, this is something I would do. Not say being a third wheel, but hang around married people or hang around married guys who were happily married. It allows you to do a self-assessment, especially if you have failed at relationships before. Sometimes you can do a self-assessment and listen, like you said, constantly learning. What did I? Yeah, I think I know I should have did that better when I was in a relationship. I should do this better in a situation. And no, don't get me wrong, I backslide, but sometimes you're like, okay, and hang around other positive people, you get those reminders.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or sometimes you get that check, like, you knew better than that shit. You know you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Why you asking me this? What you talking about? Or maybe take your ass home.
Right.
Those reminders, like, those little things like that. People who are of similar mindset, knowing the value of of the position you're in and what you're trying to achieve. If I was single, they'll know the positive people know the value of me of the single. Like, okay, all right, is that who you want to chase? Why you spending much time with her? You know that ain't gonna go nowhere. All right, you got somebody over here. Is it really worth messing up what's over here from what's right over there? Those simple reminders, like, okay, what you know what you're trying to accomplish. You're looking for a relationship, so you need to be giving your mind toward that. Treating that person and doing relationship things or talking about relationship goals compared to where you want to have some fun, yeah, and that's it. So that's another thing about being around positive. They check you, you know, and and you have to have willing to do a self-assessment yourself, have a good enough self-esteem to be willing to listen and not be feel belittled when they just telling you the truth. Trying to keep you right on the path that you chose to be on.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one, and I think like that goes on both sides. You spoke on it from the men side, but from the women as well. Like, to know your girl getting ready to go out there and do something, you're like, no, don't do that. You have a good husband or a good man at home. You don't want to do this. Like having people who do that. Listen. If you call somebody, you have a conversation with them, and you say, you know what, they pissed me off today. Let's say I called Tart and I say, yeah, Marcus pissed me off today. I'm leaving. I'm breaking up with him. And every time I call and say something, they have something negative to say. Yeah, just break up. I mean, you ain't need that relationship. No. Like, when you have that, it's like, you don't believe in healthy relationships and you don't want me to be in a healthy relationship because you'll easily help sabotage because that's your go-to. Your go-to is, yeah, quit. You want the people that's going to say, no, y'all need to get therapy, or y'all need to have somebody else come sit in, or, y'all need to do the work. I want them type of people around me, not the people saying, yeah, just quit, just give up. I wouldn't have did that no way.
And that makes me think, babe, that also thinks they could be jealous of what you have, because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't be saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times, like I said, if some people feel like if they're third wheel, there might be some jealousy. But it's like I say, if you secure who you are, what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish, but what you have accomplished, that shouldn't be a factor.
Yeah.
I often hear people say, "You jealous of my relationship." They don't say it. They don't say that to me directly, but you also hear people say that I'm jealous of such relationship or envious of this.
Yeah.
They don't know how to make admiration and distinguish it from jealousy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of looking at the blueprint of what's being done correctly, they want to be jealous of it. And I think that also leads to some people you need to push out your circle of friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is knowing the signs to look for, because not every sign is verbal.
Right.
And
Right.
like you said, the actions, and be able to have your eyes open to see those actions. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said before, I'll struggle with those. I'll be oblivious to a lot of those signs. But I do have you, fortunately, to have my back on a lot of stuff, to say, hey, partner, that you that ain't right. I don't think that's I don't think that's the people you should be hanging around with. But you'll tell me it's your choice. You'll say your input and leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but trying to find that people who should be around you and eliminating those who are not should be around you, it can be hard, but it's also necessary. You know, and that's the difficult part. Like, how do I release these people? I'm stop using that word. How do I eliminate those people from my circle?
You don't
You
like
know,
my word?
no, that's that's your word. That's your trademark.
Okay, babe.
No, man. So, babe, let me talk. Speaking about positive things, how do you feel about double dating, as in being in a circle?
Double dating is a great positive thing to do with other positive couples. Of course, I think you don't want to go out with the couples who like to fight when the bill come out. You don't want to go out with the couples that don't never have a part of the bill. So happy couples, positive couples, yeah. Double dating is great. It's a great tool to even, because I told you I like being around couples that have been married a long time, but I also like seeing fresh love too. So it gives you perspective when you go on double dates and you kind of get to see the interactions of the people who've been together for a long time and the new fresh couple, and so it's really a nice way to learn or be reminded of some things yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But I didn't think about the fresh couples, because that's a good one. I didn't think about the fresh couples. The one thing I want to ask you about double dating, to me, can also be dangerous,
How?
because um mixed emotions. What I mean by mixed emotions is you want to double date with like-minded folks, but at the same time, you got four minds. You know, not all. It's not every time four minds agree with the same thing. You know, two or three minds may be in two, and the fourth one may not, or two of the three, or two of the four may, and where that can also lead to an issue. You know, having to weed out like, okay, they two get along, but we don't get along, so we really can't double date. But now, if they ask, how do I keep this part of friendship intact without affecting everything? Because everybody can't always get along. It's just life.
Yeah.
So to me, that's why I say it can be dangerous. Fortunately, if you go back to the original topic, a positive circle, they should be able to understand that, hey, my man don't get along with your man, so me and you can hang out. They can do their own thing somewhere separately with their own friends. You know, we can have a girls' night, or got me and the guys have a guys' night because our ladies don't get along with each other, or however combination it is. You know, so
But do you think that creates healthy relationship by doing that?
And then that's what I'm getting at. I would think it does not. I don't think it really affects it if you're not double dating. You know, that's why I say it has to come to the forefront that, hey, our spouses or our mates don't get along, or not. I won't say get along, but don't see the eye to eye. They're just not friends. And if everybody's positive, like minded, they should be able to understand that, and that's what they get across.
Right.
That, hey, they ain't friends like me and you friends. So double dating's that's not a thing. Me and you can just go have a beer or have a drink and be cool. You know, but sometimes you have to have a double date to get to that point and say, hey, yeah, I don't think I want to mess with that person anymore. You can have them. You like to have fun with them. They not for me. You know, everybody's not for everybody. So,
yep.
And I just now, but like I said, but the good thing about double dating is also gives you a new perspective on maybe something we've been doing that we could do better or attack differently, or more goals to strive for. You know, they might have reached the goal that we are trying to achieve, and hey, they may have words of wisdom. You know, thing like you say, mess with a fresh couple, like, oh, they did that. Hey, we need to try that. We ain't did that. That's not like fun. You like, show do. No, mark it on the calendar. So it's positive, negatives, everything, and keeping it positive with the positive people is it sure keeps the negative down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, so I got one for you. How about this? How do you feel about your mate or your spouse hanging around single people? You often hear people say, how do you feel about your mate or your relationship hanging around other single people? So separately from you, without you. You know, you often hear people say, you're in a relationship. You shouldn't be hanging around all them single guys. Why you hang around them? What y'all have in common? You often hear that. You ever heard that before? You never heard that before?
I've heard that, but
how would you feel about it?
If that was all you hung around, like, you're free to have friends. You can hang out with whoever you want to hang out with, as long as they positive. But what difference do it make if they single or not?
Because you know,
it's what we're talking about. If you're hanging out with other positive people, what difference do it make if they single or in a relationship?
Okay, I like
you
that.
Catching what I threw down?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I'm picking it up.
with positive people. So whether they're single, relationship, married, they should be good.
Got it. I mean, because it's a question. A lot of times, it's a question that comes up, or it comes up in a conversation like, "Why are you hang around single people in your relationship?"
Mm-hmm.
And
I've
to go
heard
back
that
to your,
before.
yeah, to go back to you saying, if they're good people, positive people, they're not going to lead you to do anything that's not
Yep,
right or positive. They're not going to
exactly.
say, "Hey, she at home, she ain't gonna find out." That's not what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're gonna be like, hey, there's gonna be some stuff here that she ain't gonna approve of. You may not want to come to this one, but we'll holler at you next time.
Yeah.
And you should, as the person, you should be strong enough and mentally strong enough to say, yeah, this ain't for me. I'm going home. I'll holler at y'all next time. They
Mm-hmm.
deep, step away from the situation, and when they're positive, they should let you step away from the situation.
Right.
They should say, yeah, you're right. You may want to go home on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a big brother will. Hey, little bro, this ain't go home.
Right. Right.
No,
Mm-hmm.
don't mess up what you got. That'd be the first thing. Don't mess up what you got. You got a good one. Don't mess it up. You used to always hear that from your elders or your uncles, or
Yeah.
hey, don't mess up your home. Don't mess
Yeah.
up a happy home. You know. And so another thing about it, being hanging with positive people, I think helps you find your true friends and allows you to
Mm-hmm.
put the other people in certain categories. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you are, I can talk to you about this, but I know I can't bring this to you because this is not your wheelhouse. This is not where emotionally where you and mentally where you will excel at as somebody I know. You know, like I know you have certain people you talk to about certain topics in your life and certain things you go through.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that to you can't put topics on negative people because
Right.
they're not going to lead you to the right place.
Mm-hmm.
They are 9 times out of 10 it's going to be an area where you don't want to be in. Listen to the negativity, the lack
Yep.
of positivity, and all they're going to do is they're going to be they're going to be happy in your misery.
Yep.
You know,
Yes.
you know. I often say I don't want drama in my life. I'd rather watch it on TV.
Mm-hmm. That part.
Yeah, you know, I my drama should be limited to reality TV or scripted reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but even now, I don't gravitate to that as much anymore as I start, evolving myself because when I do have drama in my household, shit, that's enough. Now, that's enough. I, I don't need to watch any extra. You know, so but how do you think um positivity is directly related to self-confidence?
I think, yeah, there's a correlation there. I mean, you have to be confident to be positive, right? I think people who lack confidence those are the people that are negative. So I think those two just merge, you know. Um, so if you have the confidence and the positivity is there, you will. Um, I mean, first, I think you're going to kind of attract those types of people. But if you don't, you'll be more quick to identify it because
Hmm.
that's all you keep around you, right? All you keep around you is, you know, good positive vibes. And so when something else comes along, you're going to be able to detect that very quickly through your confidence, through your positivity. That strengthens your awareness. And so once that strengthens your awareness, you're able to identify, hey, this person, no, because all the other people around me give off this type of energy. So I can quickly identify this is not the same energy. So you're not my people. You won't be my people. You see what I'm saying?
Oh wow. Yeah. Hmm. Damn. You know, and one more thing I wanted to kind of touch on was when you're single and positive, and like you were saying, positive positively attracts positivity.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so important when you're single, even if you're in a single or looking for a relationship or
Mm-hmm.
not looking for a relationship. I think that's so important because as the dating pool is kind of to be rough for a lot of people, you
Yeah.
need that positivity to
Yeah.
a point where I don't want to quit or I don't want to start getting jaded or rigid about
Mm-hmm.
dating and life because now I'm going from a light area of light and positivity to this darkness.
Yeah.
And
Dana and I actually talked about that before. And she told me that as a single person, you know, she has confidence. So it's like she can hang out. She could be a third wheel, right? And hang out. And she's gonna identify the good, right? She's gonna, oh, I love that you guys do this, and I love that you. So she's basically taking a little bit of a piece out of a page from all the positive experiences that she gets to witness with other healthy couples. But that's based on mindset, you know, that's based on um in the spirit in which you give that in. If you're positive in it, absolutely. And so she she's was able to watch all of the positivity around her and actually be happy for that in the spirit of knowing that that's going to come for her, and that makes a big difference.
yeah,
Makes a
and
big
it
difference.
does. And the, I want to say doing that is going to help me get it right. If I was single and hang around all that, it's going to help me get it right. And also, if I don't, and if it doesn't, it's not what it's meant for me. It's going to help
Mm-hmm.
me stay positive to what is meant for me. You know, manifest itself. What comes my way, or I'm able to try to reach for it.
Right, right.
You know, so
Hold on 1 second, babe, because I
go ahead.
Janelle said, I'm your people, sissy. I know. My people. Rick said, doo in a dating pool. Yep. I
So
say it every time.
PG
I wouldn't
show,
want
huh?
to be. I wouldn't want to be single again right now.
Mm.
Nope. It's rough out there.
It, it can be, but you know, there's people who are succeeding. You know,
Very true, babe. There are people who are. They're very much succeeding.
yeah,
Um.
and unfortunately, we don't put those people in the light enough who are
Yeah.
succeeding in the dating.
You're absolutely right.
You know?
You're absolutely right.
So when you date and you succeed and you to me, I'd say you're winning because
Mm-hmm.
you know even if you're just trying to get move closer and closer and you go and it doesn't work and you turn right back and find someone, you found a formula or it's coming your way and you learning, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they don't see that. You know, I'll just to kind of touch on something. So I was listening to Shannon Sharp's uh podcast the other day. He
Mm-hmm.
he was interviewing Ricky Smiley. and Ricky Smiley's single. But it was funny. You know what he said? He has the best chance of the best luck when he's dating at what city?
Where?
He said Dallas.
He has the
He said,
best
oh,
luck?
yeah, but when he said Dallas has the best women for dating. He said
Oh.
all the places he lived and the places he go, he said Dallas. I was like, wow. And, you know, that was like in this case of this city that we're in Dallas area, and we hear all of the negatives about this, and that. Here you got this guy who says, hey, in all places in the country he lives and works, he said Dallas. So hey, it's good here.
Wow.
It's good in Dallas. So
it's good in Dallas, and it's good in the dating pool. You're right. It is.
Yeah. So if we go into it looking negative, we're going to find negative.
Mm-hmm.
You just said the negative brings negative.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know, so I was fortunate. You know, I had a positive outlook about getting dating, and look what I got. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I also had a positive mindset, you know, and I was intentional in my mindset. Like, I'm not going to say I won't love again. I'm not going to say I don't deserve love. I'm going to be positive about it. I'll have love. I'll have someone that wants to be with me. Like, I believe that. And you believe that you would have love, and you kept, you know, relationship, you kept relationship ideas positive. And I did the same thing. So
Yeah, it's the positive mindset.
like magnets. What time is it,
Yes,
babe?
baby, like
I can't
magnets.
see. I can't
It's
see.
7:40. So it's about 40 minutes into the. It's 40 minutes in.
Okay.
We're 42 minutes in.
Okay.
But yeah,
Thank you.
you like magnets, like magnets.
You know I'm touched.
Yes, you are. You are. I don't want to say you're touched. We just say you're mentally elevated. No,
Oh, God.
but anyway, with your magnet ass, because I'm attracted to you. I'm I'm drawing towards you with your touch. You're the magnet. I'm the refrigerator, huh? You
No,
gonna
I'm the
come touch
refrigerator. No, I'm the refrigerator.
me?
Okay, babe, we ain't on FaceTime.
Oh,
We got people on live with us.
they be, they be all right. I don't care. They probably doing something. I know two people on the live who do something silly every 3 minutes. I ain't gonna mention no names. Shoot. But back to the topic, the positivity in your circle.
Positive vibes
We
only.
Yeah, get rid of negativity. Invite the positive. Oh, no. Invite the positive because in the long run, that's going to affect you, your mental health,
Mm-hmm.
whatever kind of social status you're looking for. If you want to be single, you want to date, you want to be married, you want to be relationship, that is all is affected by the positivity in your circle.
Yeah.
Now, like I say, weeding out the negativity is harder for some than it is others. You know, where some may say, I don't want to mess with you no more. Then you got others who want to say, hey, who try to ease them out. I ain't heard from you in a while. Yeah, I've been busy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
And that's a whole nother topic. But you have to find a way to get them out your life. Well, matter of fact, I won't say life. Get them out your business.
Yeah, get them out your
Get them out
business.
your business. Them them miserable people like somebody on here said, they gonna spread the misery and spread your business because no
Yep.
matter what you do, everything you do is not gonna be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you do is not gonna have a positive spin. You you won't have ups and downs.
Yep.
You know, and those people around you who are not positive is gonna keep you down more than gonna keep you up. You know,
Janelle said she said it.
I know she said that. I ain't want to put her out there like that. With the down, I think I can kind of think of it like stairs. It takes more effort to climb stairs to get to the top. But you can show or fall down them steps real easy. Well, we'll come down the steps with less effort. But you're
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom, and you got to take all this effort to climb the steps. But going down is just as easy. You go down just as fast.
Yeah.
No, and the positive people will help you climb them steps, or keep you from sliding
Right.
back down. No.
So I say keep it simple. If it's not adding value, the people, even the spaces that we go. You know what I'm saying? Like if we are going places as couples or friends and we're going into negative spaces, even that's a whole nother thing. Being
Yeah.
careful about, not going and taking our healthy, positive selves into something negative and toxic. So assessing even the spaces that, we're in. Are we going to this particular friend house and that friend don't like them friends and this friend, like, no, you don't want to mix all of that in because it definitely can affect what is healthy because now you got to deal with the people over here or that location carrying that negativity. You don't want that. That was just something that just popped up that I thought about, even like the spaces
Okay.
that we go in.
But babe, I think we covered pretty much everything. And I don't see anybody in the comments want to say anything. This is your time. Bring it in.
Yeah.
You know,
What comments do y'all have?
let's talk about this positive things in your circle. How have you chosen people to be in your circle? What were some of the clues that say, "Hey, this is the person I need to hang with," or what do you look for? Like so, I want to be around that person. One of the things that I would do is I'll just listen how they laugh and what they laughing about and I hear what they're saying and
Yeah.
like dang, those are the kind of people I want to be with because they smiling, they're happy, they're upbeat, and they talk about something I get or I
Yeah.
or I want to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Then you got the ones who don't want to be around, like, cause like, damn, every time I hear them, they talk about that same BS. Like, come on,
Yeah.
I got nothing happy to say, man.
Mm-hmm.
My car broke down today. I got paid today. My money gone. When I went home, she said this. You know,
Yeah.
man, I was watching this. They had nothing but damn commercials. Netflix just went up on prices
Chanel
again.
said, like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah, that's what that means, babe.
Oh, my bad.
It was
Oh,
a
you
bunch
damn.
of used. It was a bunch of used, babe. So that meant shut the fuck. Oh,
Oh,
that's how she wrote it.
oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh. These acronyms. Y'all go some of these acronyms. Yeah.
That's how she said it. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you know I speak Janelle. Okay, I got you.
Right. I was trying to, you saw me trying to channel my inner inner Janelle.
Yeah, she said you her people.
Oh, God.
But but that's what I do when when I'm listening about who I want to be a part of. And those people also try to help you be better or do better, you
Yep.
know. And those are things I look for when I want to find, really want to be around some people. You
Yeah.
know, if you if you're making me laugh, guess what? If you're making me laugh, that means when I'm down, your laughing is a positive in that moment. It helps me cope with any kind of stress. You
Mm-hmm.
that's to me that's a positive.
Yeah.
Make me laugh. You laughing, I can get away for a minute. I can regroup
Mm-hmm.
and tackle whatever I need to tackle.
Yeah. That was a good one, babe.
Mhm.
You just came up
What's
with that
so?
one, didn't you? You just came up with that.
I come up with a lot of stuff. Don't ask me to repeat tomorrow.
You is smart. You is kind.
All right.
I told you I channeled my inner Janelle.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but it wasn't Facebook appropriate at the moment. I'll tell you later. But anyway, so I think that's it, babe. Anything else you want to add to value of this conversation?
Nope. That's it.
Nope.
And that's all, folks.
All right, and that's another Wednesday Night Live. You know, we'll see you in 2 weeks with another topic. If you have any ideas or topics you want to speak about, send it to us. Let's discuss it. We'll see what we come up with. For for now, I'm Marcus, and that's Key the Touched One. See how? Oh, see now, you see. But no, that's the great. That's my great babe. The only one can say she touched. Don't nobody else say it. But we'll see you. We'll see you in another 2 weeks. Be out.
Peace.